What up, troop? Centurion Silver back again with the generator. Well, I got her all unboxed and all put together. You know, you had to put the wheel kit on it and the foot pads, fill her up with oil. There's a few things that the instructions didn't mention that, well, I figured it out quickly enough. Like, taking off the plate here and hooking up the battery and so on and so forth. But in any case, so I just ran it for about 15 minutes down there at the shop and broke her in real quick on some gas. Haven't run the propane yet, but I'll be getting to that. So I figured I would do a side-by-side comparison. Here's the generator that I've been using for many, many years, the old faithful Generac. And as you can see, there's the power panel there. 7.8 horse. Overhead valve. Now I was wrong about the watt. It's a 4000 XL, so it's like 3800 running continuous and 4000 peak. This one right here is well, substantially different. Like I said before, it's 12,000 peak and I believe 9500 continuous running. But in any case, so this Generac's been a good one. And I've had it for, well, like I said in prior videos, over 20 years now, and it's always been a great generator. This thing right here, man, I got to tell you, this is badass, and boy, is it quiet for being such a larger engine. I mean, we're talking 18 horsepower here, 7.8 horse, 18 horse, and man, it's way quieter than the little 4000 there. And sorry about that. That's my cousin down in Miami texting me. He's chomping at the bit, waiting for his to show up. What's up, Gio? Any case, so I ran into a bit of a hitch with. I've been using this, and I made my big fat boy cord for it. The problem is that this hub right here, where it goes out, right there, you can see it right here. Well, on this generator, it's an innie. So I was thinking, being that this generator came with the, all the different adapters right there, that I would just swap it over on the cord. But then that would render this one pretty much useless, and I would be downgraded to just using the standard outlets. So I'm going to go ahead and build a new cord. It's going to cost me a little more money, I mean, because that stuff's expensive. It's some big, thick cord, because you're powering your whole house. But that way I will have, a complete backup, which is good old faithful here. And then this one. Now, a question like Silver Wolverine had mentioned, will it power my furnace, AC, and whatnot? This generator will power my entire house. Obviously, your AC isn't always going to be running. Your furnace won't always be running. Not everything runs simultaneously at the same time. So you have to take that in consideration, guys. I mean, if you want a generator that's going to power everything in the house all simultaneously at the same time with such a drastic load, then you're definitely, you're not going to be able to get something like this. You'll have to have, a standalone designated whole house generator, But this right here will definitely do the job. I mean, this generator right here, believe it or not, was powering all the systems in my home, with the exception of my air conditioner. It wouldn't power that. And like when I wanted to use my coffee pot, believe it or not, this thing right here would, if I had anything else ever plugged in and operating at the same time I was trying to make a pot of coffee, this thing would struggle. Now this one right here would not. And that's the awesome part. But what's more awesome, check this out. This one not only has the, the manual start, and I'm all about, redundancy, man. I'm all about hedging, and that's why we, buy gold and silver, platinum, palladium. All of us do those things in terms of hedging. But I myself, first and foremost, am a prepper, And it just so happens that over the time that I have been prepping and so on and so forth, you know, like as far as firearms, I not only get the ones that I enjoy and the ones that shoot the best and work best for me, but I also, you know, well, I get the ones that I enjoy too. So there has to be a good combination of what you enjoy, what you like, on top of functionality, ease of maintenance, repair parts, nothing too extravagant that you know, it's full-blown oddball. So I like to incorporate that into everything I do, from stacking my precious metals, you know, to the generators here, to firearms and ammunition and so on and so forth. Like, you know, as far as firearms, I mean, I've had the like the FN57 and things like that, and 357 SIGs and whatnot. And believe you me, they are powerful and they are badass. But the problem is getting ammo for those firearms is, well, not only is it expensive, but you can't just pick it up anywhere, man. You know, so I've narrowed it down to, let's keep it simple, stupid. You know, 9mm, 45, 38 Special, 357 Magnum. That stuff you can get any day of the week, anywhere. But in any case, getting back to it, I want to fire this up for you guys real quick. I like this part right here. And I should probably choke it. Choke it. That's the part that I really like. That's the idle control. Isn't that nice? This one also has an idle control on it. Right here, idle control. But many years ago, it decided it didn't want to work anymore. So it has to run full blast all the time. But idle control is nice on these. And this way, you know, it's not consuming a ton of fuel, be it propane or gasoline. Let's shut this off real quick. But that way it's not consuming a ton of fuel until it's, you know, given a load, right? Once a load is applied to it, then it'll automatically kick back on to full power. That's another awesome feature I like about this generator. And like I said, my old one has it, but it just doesn't work anymore. So, well, it does, but when it wants. So, good old faithful here, still old and faithful, but it's old. And so, I would say old and busted, new and hotness, like Will Smith would say, but she's not old and busted. But this thing right here, man, let me tell you, I am very happy with it. Yes, it'll power my entire house. And I can switch from, you know, AC 120, 240 to just 120. Voltmeter does work. I've put a load on it. Circuit breaker, you know, the on and off. Just look at all the great features that this thing has, and every one of them is actually a useful feature. It's not a bunch of mumbo jumbo crap, you know. But in any case, so that's yeah, I'm happy with it. It was really easy to put together. This thing will easily power the entire house. So my plan is now I have 3 20-pound propane tanks. I want to get a fourth, and then I noticed Tractor Supply is having a sale on their 40-pound tanks right now. So I plan on getting 2 40-pounders, and well, that'll give me plenty of fuel between gasoline and propane. And so that's my plan. That, and I have to build a new cord, you know, for that outlet right there, because this outlet right here, this is the one that powers the whole house. This is more for like RV camping, you know, or if you already have that fitting on your main power supply cord, you know, then you use this one. But this is the one I use, is the twist lock, and so I need to just build a new cable for this damn thing. Costs a little bit more money, and you know, the tanks and whatnot, but you know, it's all a part of the preps. So there's just another reason why you haven't seen me do many unboxing videos lately, is because I've been applying my money toward, you know, more preps, waiting to see what the market's going to do as far as gold, silver, platinum, so on and so forth. But having said that, I do have a few packages on the way that I've been waiting for ever and a day to arrive. And once they get here, I'll do that in a separate video and whatnot. So, all right, you guys. Well, I wanted to share that with you real quick, show you it running and whatnot. Am I happy? Yes, I'm happy so far. I'll be even happier when I see this thing in full action. And once I get a cord built for it, I do obviously intend on testing it on the entire house to see, you know, what works, what doesn't, and whatever. Besides that, I want to give it another 15 minutes break-in time, and then run propane through it as well, just to get the whole thing broke in. But anyways, thanks a lot for stopping by, you guys, and that's all for that. Please give it a like, comment, subscribe. Till next time, my friends. We'll see you.